Good morning, everybody. And here's a good coffee to you. Cheers with your coffee. And we are going to have a nice coffee tour this morning. My friend Fran, we are hurrying to get him started because the sun is setting. He is in San Sebastian in Spain in the Basque Country. And boy, what a beautiful moment. So today you're going to give us a tour of the town of San Sebastian. Is that right?
Yes. Hola, Sara. Good afternoon, everybody. Here, as you can see, the sun is about to set. And we are in one of the most beautiful cities in Spain, the city of San Sebastian. So, shall we start a little tour of this town? Okay, let's turn the camera around if it wants. Yes, it wants. So, right now, we are at the beach of La Concha, the most important beach here in the city of San Sebastian. It's called La Concha. La Concha means the shell because it has the shape of a shell. Okay? Not that we are very clever putting names. The thing is that this beautiful little city, I mean little city, you have to think that we are under 200,000 people in this city. Okay, so it's not a huge city. It's one of those towns that where everybody knows everybody, and it's a beautiful place. A lot of people lost it for the summer, but I think all year round, it's a huge thing. The city of San Sebastian is considered to be one of the most elegant cities in Spain, and it is for sure the most expensive city if we talk about housing, right? Any apartment around here goes, I mean, I know you're in Seattle, and Seattle is way much more expensive, but all of these apartments, they go up to €1.5 million euros, which for us, as you can buy, that is a lot of money, okay? So it's a very high price. Right now, where we are, this is the Gulf of Biscay. Okay, this is the part of the Atlantic Ocean. If you swim that way, where the sun sets, you go all the way to the United States. All right, so in that direction, it's you. So hey, Sarah, say hello. I can see you. No. It's an incredible town. Here, the tides, the ocean is very strong. Okay, every 6 hours, the tide will come up and down. And really, it's one of the big things in town. Because long time ago, the whales were very important. We were whale hunters all around here. Okay? And thanks to the tides, they would come over and it was perfect. Unfortunately, now whales are not any close to here and they're far away from here. We're not whale hunters anymore. The thing is that the city of San Sebastian has like 3 natural landmarks, which are 3 mountains. In front of us, we have Igueldo Mountain. A little bit on the right, we have Urgul. And later, when we finish our tour, we'll see the third, which is called Ulia. Okay, so those are the 3 big, beautiful mountains that we have in the city of San Sebastian. Well, I cannot get enough of these beautiful sunsets that we have right now, but we have to continue. So the thing is that everything in the city of San Sebastian changed when we had a queen called, her name was Maria Cristina. It was 1885, and she had a problem with her skin. She had psoriasis, and the thing is that her doctors in Madrid told her that she needed to come to here because the water of our ocean has some important properties, don't ask me what, has a higher concentration of salt, and it was good for her psoriasis. So she came and she fell in love with the city. And since 1885 until 1928, when she died, she came every single summer. And she fell in love with the city. And that is what is called the Belle Epoque of the city of San Sebastian. All of these gardens that we are right now, they're called Alderdieder. Alderdieder means the beautiful place. They were designed by the French garden master, Pierre Ducasse, in 1880. One of the things I love is that he planted all of these trees that they are a family of the tamarins. I think that it's a very soft type of tree that as it's exposed to the ocean, they don't break, they open, as you can see, and they become like abstract sculptures. Okay? In the summer, they will be all bloomed and beautiful. So I think it's part of the charm of the city are all of these tamarins that we have. Also, this building, it is from 1887, and it was designed by a local architect, Luis Alardenen, and it was a casino. You have to think that here casinos in Spain were not gambling casinos. They were gathering places. They were the high-end people would come over here and stay, and it was like super nice. There were big balls and ball dances and everything incredible. The thing is that years later, when we had Franco and the dictatorship, this was not allowed, and it became the city hall of the city of San Sebastian. So imagine what a beautiful, beautiful city hall is inside. It still keeps all of those dancing rooms and all of those incredible things that we have from that time period, from the end of 19th century. Okay? So let's keep on going towards the sunset. Let's go back to the ocean, because one of the big trademarks, or the iconic images of San Sebastian is the handrail of San Sebastian. This handrail has been portrayed in movies, in art, many, many things. And it was designed by another local artist in 1910, Juan Rafael Alday. The thing is that it took them forever to do this beautiful handrail, okay? And it took them 6 years to build and to place all of it in here. In 1916, King Alfonso XIII inaugurated this incredible handrail. There are 271 little parts like this all around the bay. So it goes all along the bay, all along the bay. Well, let's see if he fishes anything. No. What's the deal? As you can see, let me get a little closer. There is a flower that faces the city. Each one of these little pieces of handrail has this flower facing the city. All of them except one. One is facing the ocean. The tradition says that you have to walk all along the Bay of La Concha looking for that one. And if you find it, if you find the one that is looking to the ocean, that means that you will be back in the city of San Sebastian. I know where it is. I'm not going to tell you exactly, but it is around there. That's exactly the place where you are. So if you ever get to come to San Sebastian, look for the handrail and try to look for the one that is out. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful, peaceful? Okay, so let's go to history. The city of San Sebastian started in the year 1014 when a king of Navarre, where I come from, he came over here on a hunting day and he saw that the Camino de Santiago, at the beginning, it was going through here and he needed a hospital for the pilgrims. And at the feet of this mountain that we have in front now, he created the first hospital, and it was run by the monks of San Sebastian. That is why the city of San Sebastian, it is called San Sebastian. San Sebastian, in Basque language, we say it Donostia. Everybody thinks that this is a Basque name, but it's not. The thing is that San Sebastian, it is an Italian saint from Ostia. And Ostia is like by Rome, it's the beach by Rome, yep. So what's the deal? He is the Lord of Ostia. So that is why the city is called San Sebastian or Donostia, okay? Anyway, the thing is that this was part of the crown of Navarre. Unfortunately, the crown of Navarre lost it on the 13th century and it became part of Castile, right? So that's an important sad moment for me because I'm from Navarra and we lost this beautiful city. All the way at the top, I don't know if you can see it well, that is the Sacred Heart of Jesus, okay? And that is a very controversial thing. Oh, sorry for that. What's the deal? The thing is that sculpture of Jesus Christ, it was designed, or it was planned in 1926. The thing is that in 1936, 10 years later, we had a Spanish Civil War. And it was not until 1940, by the time General Franco was in power, that that was placed in there. So what's the deal with that image of Christ, our Sacred Heart of Jesus? Is that everybody in town loves it because it's been there forever and it's a beautiful symbol, but it was placed up there by Franco. So yeah, our heart is a little bit divided if we like it or not. I mean, everybody loves it. And in the moment people say, it's a Franco thing, all the historians say no, but it was planned before Franco. So forget about the Franco thing. It's just a beautiful, beautiful tradition of having Jesus Christ blessing the city of San Sebastian. It was inspired by the Christ in Corcovado in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, so from here we are at the port because remember I told you that this city, the origin of the city, it was a fishing port. A long time ago, we were whale hunters. From the whale, everything was used. And what I told you about the tides is a very important thing because what they would do, the whales were so heavy and our boats were so little, that what they used to do is just get the whales all the way to the coast on high tide, let them on the beach when the tide starts to go down, cut, use everything, and then when the next tide comes in, everything would be clean. So the whale hunting was a very important economical part of the city of San Sebastian. The thing is that from there, we went down to fishing hake, we went down to fishing cod, and then to sardines, and then down to anchovies. And little by little, we're fishing smaller and smaller things. I think in a few years, we'll be fishing plankton or something like that, because it's like, okay, we're not being good to the ocean, but we need to be good to it. Today, the city or the port of San Sebastian is much more a recreational port, except these little boats that we have here, that they're called cipironeras. Cipiron is a baby squid. We eat a lot of baby squid over here. And the way because if you see, all of the boats has a little cross at the top. It's not a cross. What it is, it's to fish the baby squid. How do you do it? You have to do it from now on, okay? It's always at sunset. The thing is that what you do is, now that the sun is gone, you go into the ocean and you put a bright light. So baby squid, they will think, oh, that's the sun. So they come towards the light, and then it's how you fish it, right? So all of these cipironeras are part of that tradition. That is the old fisherman. Let's get a little closer to it. The old fisherman houses that we have. Now it's a great place if you want to eat good fresh fish. All the fishmongers and everybody. It's a huge thing in the city of San Sebastian. And all of that is our fisherman village. Let's put it that way. It's one of the little remains that we have of that heritage of fishing in the city of San Sebastian. But from here, we get to see the walls, the fortification of the city, very, very clear. The fortification and that green building up there, that is a high school. I personally don't know how those kids can study anything with this incredible view. I mean, they're overlooking the Bay of Biscay. It's like, I could not concentrate. So good for them that they're up there. If people come to San Sebastian, one of the things I always tell people to do is to go up this mountain all the way to the feet of Sacred Heart of Jesus, because the views from up there are incredible. It's really, 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 really beautiful. So from here, what we're going to do is we are going to say goodbye to the ocean for now, and we are going to enter in the old part of the city. So in front of us, what we have, it is the old walls of the city. They are 13th, 14th century. They were the defensive part of the city of San Sebastian. As I said, San Sebastian is a very small city. There's only 200,000, a little bit under 200,000 people. But tourism is a huge, huge part of the city of San Sebastian. Especially the food people. The city of San Sebastian, it is the city where we have more Michelin stars per capita. Probably one of the most well-known high-end chefs is Juan Maria Arzac. Arzac, he is from here. He has an amazing restaurant, one of those 300 euro per person restaurants. And the thing is that he's considered to be the father of modern cuisine. Okay, he is the one that, I'm not gonna say invented the modern cuisine, but he really is the one who started mixing. He went to Peru and he loved Peruvian food and all the spices and all the things that come from there. And he's the one who mixed the Basque tradition of cooking, or the traditional way of cooking, with all of these new techniques, all of these new spices. So that's why he is considered to be the father of modern cuisine. From there on, a lot of people have come to San Sebastian for food. We're gonna see a tapas bar in a moment. Okay, I've asked them to see if we could go inside and see the tapas. But we're gonna make a 90 degrees angle and take a look at that beautiful basilica. It's a hidden little treasure that we have in the city of San Sebastian. It's the Basilica of the Holy Mary of Coro. Coro is a city in Venezuela. The thing is that here we are fishermen. So there was a lot of trading, and especially with South America, right? So the people went from here all the way to South America, and it was one of those good, huge things going back and forth. And from the city of Coro, they brought the Holy Mary of Coro, and it's inside of here. Inside is a Gothic temple, but as you can see, it's kind of a Baroque facade. So extremely beautiful. And on the facade, we have quite a controversial work of art, to say something. I don't know what this is for you. Well, I like it. I don't know if I like where it is. Okay, let me show you. For me, it's impossible to say the name of the artist. Okay, Maximilian Peltzman. Yeah, well, it is a harmony of sound. What is it? Okay, as I said, I like it. I don't know if I like where it's located. People say what it is. It looks like a lung. It looks like SpongeBob. It looks like many weird things. The artist, what she wanted to talk about, it's how time erodes and makes us who we are. And to do that, she thought about all of these stones. Okay? As you can see, all of this is sandstone. And sandstone is a very, very weak stone, especially if it's exposed to the ocean with the salt and the wind and the rain. And as you can see, all of these sandstones, they get all of these little holes. And all of those holes, it's the pass of time. It's what time and life has eroded and has made who we are. So those holes are represented in those holes. So the meaning, I think it's beautiful and I like it, but it's kind of strange to have it in an old church. But hey, as I said, I love it. Yay, the street lamps just turn on. This was planned. No, it was not. Anyway, we are right now in a street kind of with a funny name. It is August 31st. So what on earth happened here on August 31st? Well, back to history. We'll have to go back to the history. It was 1808 when Napoleon Bonaparte, he is in France, and he wants to be the big emperor of Europe. So he wants to conquer Spain. He asks permission to cross Spain to our king, and our king says, yeah, sure, go ahead. And he conquers all Spain. One of the first cities that was conquered was the city of San Sebastian. It was not free until 1813, when the Duke of Wellington, on August 31st, decided to come inside of the city of San Sebastian to free us from the French. Okay, so that's the reason why this street is called August 31st. In fact, this is the only street that survives out of that huge war. Okay, so that is a very important thing. In here, there's another thing that I love. Okay, let's go all the way to the back, because what we have is the basque sports. All right, here we have a lot of kids playing soccer, but also what we have is a fronton. Well, they're playing soccer, but the thing is that the fronton, it's one of the game of pelot. It's a very basque thing, and everybody knows how to play pelot. The basque pelot, there are over 60 different games they played with this ball against wall, face to face. There are many, many games. One of the most important ones, probably the most spectacular one, you in the United States, you heard about it big time. It's called High Ally. If you remember Miami Vice, the opening credits, there was these people playing a lot with with a huge basket. Well, in Miami, it is played a lot, and it comes from here, from the Basque country. Okay, so as you can see, the Basque pelot, it's a huge, huge thing. And well, now it's my turn to put my mask on because we're gonna go inside of this cafe that we call cafe bar that we have in front of us. Hopefully the connection will not break because all of these walls are kind of thick. This is called Gandarias. It's one of the most traditional tapas bars that we have here. It's a little bit early, so they do not have all the tapas exposed, but I'm gonna show you a little bit. As you can imagine, we're Spanish. We're always welcomed by Spanish hands, hanging. Right? That's one of the things that, yes or yes, it has to work. Yesterday, we made some tapas, but take a look at all of these tapas. Hola, muy buenas. So we have anchovies, we have shrimp, we have salmon, you have cheese, you've got crab, you have mushrooms, you have sea urchin. Let's go around it. Whoop. Nope, there's too many people. Sorry, pardon. Pardon. Okay. Okay, so we have all, I mean, the biggest problem we have here is being able to choose only one tapa. Right? Before COVID, it has changed a lot because before COVID, in all of these bars, you would come in and they will hand you a plate and you would pick up whatever you wanted. Now, due to COVID, we need to have everything protected, so we don't know how it will work in the future. Okay, so we'll see how after COVID it's going to work. Another great thing about all of these places is the wine selection. Here in Spain, wine is not expensive, and a glass of wine can be like 2-3 euros, and you have some of the most amazing wines that you can buy by the glass. Okay, so really the tapas thing in the city of San Sebastian is an amazing, amazing thing. Chicos, muchas gracias. Ahora, okay, let's get out of here. So tapas, it's an amazing thing, and the good thing about tapas is that you don't go in one place and you just sit down and eat all the tapas that they have in the counter. The fun part of tapas is to go bar hopping, and you go from one tapas bar to the next tapas bar and to the next tapas bar, and you talk with people and you tell them, did you go to this one? And have you tried this other tapa? And that fun moment of sharing, it's really what, as I told you yesterday, the tapas movement in San Sebastian, it is considered by the New York Times one of the top 10 gastronomical experiences in the world. Right? So really, it's an amazing, amazing, amazing thing. Everybody here in San Sebastian, we are all expecting to welcome all the tourists back again because everybody comes over here, and seeing this streets so empty, it's like, oh my God, we need people. We need to have everybody back here and enjoy the tapas. And if there's one tapa, unfortunately, they're not open yet. They will open in about an hour or something like that. It is this place. It's called La Viña. And in La Viña, they do have tapas, but the specialty is this incredible cheesecake. If you look on internet and everything, by one of my Sunday classes, we cook this because we love it at home. It's called the Basque Born Cheesecake. Everybody comes to La Viña to try that. It's really an amazing, amazing dessert. So, and it costs only €5 a portion. So it's like, and it's good enough to share with one person. So €2.50, come on, we can handle it. So this is the church of San Vincent, the oldest church in San Sebastian. It's a beautiful Gothic church with different rose windows. So it's an incredible church. And one of the most incredible things is that it survived, because now we're gonna see that really it's an amazing defensive church, and it has always there's always been wars into here. So it's incredible that the rose windows have been there and there have not been they have not broken. Let me take a little perspective. Oh, here we have a park with the screaming kids. I don't know if you can hear them. It's like, no, please. Okay, so as I was telling you, take a look at this. If we take the rose window out, this is a castle, and it was. I mean, the relationship between church and politics, it was so close that the churches, they were created to protect the people in the city of San Sebastian. So everybody could get inside of there and be protected from the invaders. Who are the invaders? Well, for us, the invaders, what we call the worst people in the world in our Spanish history, whoops, I almost tripped, sorry, are, sorry to say this, the French. You have to think that on a clear day, from if you are in Sacred Heart of Jesus, in that statue, you get to see France. I mean, it's literally 20 minutes from here. So the Kingdom of France has invaded San Sebastian several times. San Sebastian has invaded them several times. So always we have been in war back and forth. Okay, so it's one of those things that is like continuously fighting. We get along very well now, thank God, with the French. But for many centuries, it was the big enemy. It was the French. Okay, so, and one of the things I think is funny, if you see all of these houses, they have a French style. I mean, we are very French style city, the city of San Sebastian, all the north of Spain. We are so close to France that all of these balconies and all that is a huge. Let me run. Yeah, I was crossing the road where I wanted, like if it was all mine. So, as I said, we are a very French style town. And as you can see, we have people walking out there in the promenade. So that is the other side of Monte Igueldo. And I'm going to go up there to see the other side of the ocean. Now that the light is still on. We still have some little light. Okay. And okay, take a look at that. So really, the city of San Sebastian, it faces the ocean, and it is, to me, beyond beautiful. I think it's the vibe of this city is very relaxing, and I don't know. People say that this looks like a promenade in La Habana. So, you know, fun and with joy and, oh, come on, all those waves. So, remember I said there was a third mountain? There we go. That's it. That's the third mountain, Ulia. Okay. So as you can see, San Sebastian, that's the end of it. It's a very small city and has one good thing, not for the people living here, but the good thing is that it cannot grow bigger. That's it. That's why it's so expensive. That's why it's not good for the people who tries to live in here, because housing is ridiculously expensive. But there's a limited number of houses that makes this city quite an exceptional little town. In front of us, that square-shaped building, super modern building, big controversial square building. It was designed by a Spanish architect, Rafael Moneo. Well, Rafael Moneo, he is from my hometown. He's from Pamplona. And he's a very modern architect. He's the only Spanish architect who has the Pritzker Award. The Pritzker Awards are the Oscars of the architecture. And this is that when that building was placed there, as it's so square shape and so strong and so, people didn't quite like it at all. The thing is that it has brought, it's a conference hall, and it has brought so many congresses and everything. So now everybody's used to it and people likes it. The artist, the architect, Rafael Moneo, he said that he was inspired by these rocks that they were put here by the promenade, making this big jetty. Okay, because so they're all square, the granite, they come from the quarry really close to here. And they're placed here because, as I told you, the tides are very, very strong in the city of San Sebastian. So strong that the city center, every year, although we have all of this protection with the big rocks, the city center every year gets flooded. This promenade where we are walking right now, many times in the year, it's closed. People cannot walk on it because the waves are so big that they hit the houses by here. So imagine how crazy that is, right? So it's an incredible place. Here, what we have, it's to me one of the little hotels in the city of San Sebastian that, as you can see, cannot be better located. It's a 3-star hotel. It's called Hotel Parma, Parma, which is right here. So imagine waking up, getting out of the hotel, and you have this incredible, incredible view. That hotel, it's one of the affordable hotels in the city of San Sebastian. The hotel world here in the city is a huge thing. During COVID time, 12 new hotels have opened. And so it's really a big, big, big change in the city. What do we do in the city? What do we do with tourism? It's the big question all around the world. What do we do with tourism? Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when the season starts over here. So it's one of those things that nobody knows. What else about the city of San Sebastian? Well, here we're walking into a river called Urumea, right? This is the estuary. It's a tidal river. Again, the tides come up and down. On the big storms, that bridge that we have in front disappears due to the waves, right? So really, it's incredible how strong and powerful the ocean is over here. So really an amazing, amazing power of nature. One of the good things about the city of San Sebastian are the waves. Here, the ocean, it's quite an open, especially that beach that we have here, okay? It is super exposed to the ocean, and the waves are very good. This is one of the first parts in Europe where in the 70s, when people from California came over here with the surf. This is a huge surfing area, right? People from everywhere around Europe, they come to the city of San Sebastian for the food and for the surfing. One of the people who comes every year, more or less, is Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen, when he comes to Spain, he always gives 2 concerts, one in Madrid, another one in Barcelona, 1 year or every 2 years in one of those cities, and always here in the city of San Sebastian. He loves it, okay? Besides, his kids love surfing, so they come over here and they go surfing. It's like their thing. So it's great, this relaxing vibe of city that is super nice. This bridge that I told you that when the tides go up and ocean, there's a storm, huge thing. As you can see, the street lamps, they pay tribute to lighthouses, okay? So we have 6 little lighthouses giving the lights to this beautiful bridge that connects the 2 big neighborhoods separated by the Urumea River here in the city of San Sebastian. And another thing that is very beautiful are these buildings that we have in front. Well, remember that I told you that Queen Maria Cristina, she came to spend all her summers in the city of San Sebastian since 1885 until 1928. Well, The issue is that, okay, let's wait. Let's turn this around so you don't see all the cars passing. Well, let's wait for the red light to turn green. The thing is that when she came, all the novelty followed her. And what she did is she promoted the construction, first of the casino that we have seen, and then these two buildings that we have in front. Okay, okay, we're safe. We haven't died crossing a road, which is pretty good. So what are these? Here on our right, this is the Victoria Eugenia Theater. Okay, how do you get all of these wealthy novelty people to be entertained? Well, she constructed this little theater so they could come over here and enjoy. But it is that following the queen and the king and all the princesses and everything, they needed a place to be hosted. Many of these novelty, they constructed houses. Some of these wealthy or big high-end companies, they constructed palaces. For example, the House Cartier, you know, the jewelers, they do have a house here to welcome their mega VIPs. But the queen ordered the construction of this incredible, beautiful five-star hotel called Maria Cristina. It opened in the year 1912. It has 136 rooms, plus 38 suites. And this super luxurious place is very visited at the end of the summer, because here in the city of San Sebastian, we have the International San Sebastian Film Festival that it is done in September at the end of the summer to celebrate the end of the summer. And everybody who is somebody, they have been in the city of San Sebastian. It's a very prestigious award that they come over here. So everybody stays in this incredibly beautiful hotel. And take a look at the views that the people from the hotel have. They're overlooking the river and the beautiful view of the bridge. And all the screenings and everything are held at the Cursal Palace, which is this square building constructed by Rafael Moneo. And I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to share with you today. So what do you think of the city of San Sebastian?
Absolutely beautiful, Fran. I'm jealous that I'm not there. Although I think I might want to come in the summertime, though. It looks like a great summer destination, don't you think?
Summer, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really, the city of San Sebastian comes alive. I mean, right now it's beautiful and people come, but it's, you know, more local people. But in the summer, and to me, the fall, September and October are 2 months that people, October is going to be rainy. Here it rains much more in the spring than in the fall. So fall, it's an amazing, October is a beautiful, beautiful moment to come to the Basque Country or to the city of San Sebastian.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. Maybe I'll come and see you at the end of September or October. That would be great. So actually, I also just have to ask you, your camera work on this has been brilliant. Like the clarity is fantastic. What camera are you using?
It's an iPhone 13.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. I mean, it really.
Well, the light is helping. Okay. I mean, yes. It's like the perfect day, perfect light, the sunset. Then the street lights came on. It's like, oh, come on. It's like way too perfect.
It is a little theatrical, but we are tour guides. So we are a little.
Yeah. Hey, don't we love these dramatic momentums in our lives? Hey,
well, this has been absolutely a fantastic way to start my day. So thank you so much, Fran, for taking us for this sunset walk through San Sebastian. And just to let you know, those of you that are watching, Fran does this every single week on Tuesdays. So Tuesdays with Fran. And how can people find your broadcasts?
So I do live broadcasts on Facebook every Tuesday at 5 o'clock here. Well, now I'm going to start. I always depend on the light. Okay. So it's 5 or 6 here, which is 9 or 10. And it's on my personal Facebook page, which is Francisco Glaria Baines. Okay. That's the name of my personal
So
page.
people, if they want to watch those, they can friend you on Facebook, right?
Yes, I mean, or another thing that they could do is if you send me by messenger your email address, I can keep you updated with everything I'm doing, because on Tuesdays I'm doing Tuesdays with Fran. On Fridays I'm releasing every week posts in my blog. On Sundays we do the cooking Sundays at home with my wife. So if anybody wants to keep updated with everything I'm doing, just send me your email and I'll put you in the list. You can delete yourself whenever you want, but it's a great way to get and not get lost with all the things we're doing.
You are doing many things. So tomorrow we're going to have Fran on again. And Fran, where are you taking us tomorrow for our virtual?
So today so I have two tours on my website. One is the Basque Staycation that we come here, and the other one is the Camino de Santiago. So tomorrow we're going to go to the Camino de Santiago. We're going to go to the village where you have to think that the Camino de Santiago starts in every corner around Europe. And all of those roads, they get together in one place. And that place is what we're going to visit tomorrow. It's called Puente de la Reina. It's a beautiful little village. And that's what we're going to be seeing. So
fantastic. All right. Well, join
tomorrow,
us
same time.
Same time. So 9 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow. We're going to be broadcasting again if you'd like to get a taste of the Camino. You won't get an indulgence for doing it.
No, we won't.
At least you can say you've been to the Camino, even if it's just virtually. So, and then we'll, again, just to remind you, on Friday, we're going to have the slideshow and you'll get to see a little bit more about the Basque Country with Fran on Friday. So thank you so much for this wonderful tour, Fran. This was really an enjoyable way to start my day. So we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Have a good day. See ya.